Elflanes, it's Nico, and this is the weekly update. It's okay, it's just Lily. I'm like, what is making the stomping noise? It's just Lily. We have 2 bags and a box worth of supplies for me to show you. But let me move a bag real quick, because it's not as balanced as I thought it was. Much better. Okay, so I'm going to start off with thank you so very much for the amazing winter jewelry adoption. Honestly, for me it doesn't matter what winter holiday you celebrate, be it Yule, be it Christmas, be it Hanukkah, be it, I don't know a lot of other ones, but I know there are a lot of winter holidays. Whatever you celebrate, have a good one. And that is what I make my jewelry for. I call it Christmas because I grew up celebrating Christmas. I now technically celebrate Yule, but I still call it Christmas just because that is just what's stuck. That is what the holiday, like if you introduce yourself as one name, it might take years for me to remember another name or a nickname that you prefer to be called, because in my brain, that initial name, that's what's gonna stick. So that's just the way my brain works. But anyway, thank you so very much. You guys are amazing. I have amazing Elflanes, and we are so close. It's a Sunday night. I think we actually hit the dollar amount sale that I don't disclose because I don't want to put pressure on anybody. And you know what? I don't know. It's just money's a weird thing with me, and it's part of growing up with one parent who wanted you to learn about like money and asking people for money and the world and worldly things, and the other parent doesn't want you to know a dang thing about it. It exists, but you don't know about it. So it's weird. It's so weird, but thank you. We hit the dollar amount, which is amazing. I also don't think it's really fair for me to be like, hey, if I sell, for example, not the amount, $500 worth, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm like, no, that's not fair. I don't want any pressure on anybody for any adoption. I just want you guys to get what you want. Okay, so the adoption has gone very beautifully. I have stuff to pack tonight. And I'm just looking, I'm like, I got a lot of stuff to pack, but that's okay. I have to sort it first. But I got some supplies. I did not leave the house for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. No leave. Just stay. Not a reason for that other than my husband has been very tired on his 2-day weekends, and he hasn't wanted to do anything but sleep. And I was just like, is fine. Is fine. You work very hard, physical job, is fine. We stay. Yesterday we got to go out, and the day before we went out, and I'm just like, whoa, we got out. Anyway, we had a dentist appointment on Friday. We thought he was getting a tooth pulled, but instead he got half of his mouth cleaned very aggressively, but they numbed him so he didn't feel it. And then I thought I was going in for a cleaning, and it was a surprise double filling. Was not happy. Freaked out at the dentist, wrote a small little post, just like, pray for us. Oh my god, it's okay, it went fine. They numbed me. I am bruised from where the needle went in on my gum right out here, but it's better than healing from the tooth being pulled. And it was really quick, like super high-tech technology and UV light that cured the filling super fast. Guess who never had that? This girl. Anyway, so that happened, and then Dollar Tree is literally 2 stores down. It's not my normal Dollar Tree. It might be the new one. I mean, it's weird. Like, I like it. It's really good with holiday stuff. Lacks organizational things, I should say. I buy a lot of boxes. I buy a lot of shippy cases and stuff. Lacks in that severely. Kind of lacks in the pet things. I don't get a lot of pet things from Dollar Tree unless I like need to grab something for like a couple of days. Or Lily's string toys. She freaking loves those. She has like a toy on a stick and it's fuzzy. She loves them. But my other Dollar Tree, I like superb in the crafting section there, Crafter Square, and lax in holiday stuff. It's a weird balance. Anyway, went to the Dollar Tree, grabbed some holiday things, had an order from Michael's that I put in. Part of it was delivered. We're gonna go over what I got real quick. And that'll be the update. I like sharing my stuff. I really, really like sharing being able to get supplies because especially when I've always shared my supplies and it was usually just like a seasonal box haul. I'm like, I made this amount of sales. I can buy the Halloween boxes to give people. The Dollar Trees up here, the 3, 4 that I've gone to so far, they do not have seasonal. I mean, they have a couple of seasonal boxes, but I'm sure somebody buys them way more and faster than I do. Because their seasonal box selection is nil. So that's why we don't have cute decorated boxes, because there is none. If there were, I would do it. But it's not. Anyway, so let's start. I have these out of the bag. I got trays. They may be turned into, well, at least this one might be turned into a dice rolling tray. But I've been using these for myself for the adoptions to keep things sorted. So I'm going to put like the adopted stuffs in here or in here with the little words explaining things not working. I have these. I have empty little containers that I put shivvies in usually, or jewelry. And several of these fit in here, and I have the lids open and I have everybody's name in it. And I just put what you get in there and it's sorted. La, magical. I got a couple more boxes because the ones I'm using still have stuff from older adoptions that I need to list. I want to list it on Bakari, but then again, I'm in the middle of opening up my own website. So I don't know if I should just wait to list it on there. So everything's like in boxes, like these little trays. And I love these trays, and I'm definitely gonna stain at least one of them dark wood. I might stain both of them with the dark wood. I like the light natural wood stain too. I'm looking at them both. I'm like, but anyway, boxes and a tray. I might use these for my new dice trays because the trays I get from Michael's have not been in stock for over a year, and I don't know if they're ever coming back in stock. Nobody that's ever bought them knows, and there's some people that have been buying those trays for years. So let me put those down. Next bag is just a bag of containers. I got some tins. These are gonna be for, yes. These are actually gonna be for the Christmas creatures. Dad card is here. So these will be for Christmas creatures. They are long. They're really cute. I got one of each type that I saw. And then I got these. These are for my Patreons. They're more of a chest-shaped tin. And, oh, they are a chest. That makes me love them even more. Oh, that's stinking adorable. So, these are for my Patreons. They're getting their last 2 months of Patreon in here. So, last month and this month, their stuff will be in here for their little present. And then I got several of these because the Dollar Tree that I go to don't have the normal chibi cases that I've been using. They don't have these right now anywhere. So I've gotten these. We got those. This is also good for, like, you know, everything else that fits in there. And that is essentially what an entire bag is full of. It's just containers. Okay, was talking with Dad Carter. Boxes, bag of boxes, different types of tins, chest tins, plastic. Not as many of these as I wanted, but that's because I ran out of room. I had the hand basket. I should not carry a hand basket. I should always go for the cart. Always. So, Lily is also here. Hopefully I don't get bit. You're fine. You're not really, she just doesn't like the noise. She's not scared of the bag. She just doesn't like the noise. So I got some of these to fill with things. Some of this is for Patreon stuff. These are for Patreons, and then probably I'm going to use 1 or 2 in some giveaways. Oh, we got more tins. Lots. Well, lots. There's 3, 4 tins in here. 4 different ones. They really are cute. And then the other one that's in here, it's like the only repeat tin is the same as this. So, I got Christmas cards for me to send out. Try not to do it before. Trying to do it before Christmas, unlike my other previous years. So these are really pretty, honestly. And it's like, this is 12 and this is a set of 14. But I like both of them, so I got both of them. I spend my money how I want at the Dollar Tree. I also got myself some Frosty Nerds. I don't know why they're frosty. I think it's just, actually, I don't know. But I love Nerds. And my mouth is feeling slightly better, so. What? Am I making too much noise? Go on the back of the chair, my dude. There you go. And she's gone. And then, this is also for myself. This is work supplies. I need these. I will take one of these and crush it up into pieces, and then go to town sucking on the pieces. I'm going to get more of these. I need these in my life. I love peppermint. I really like the big peppermint sticks. Even though I don't eat them in stick form, I smash them into little particles. But also got some more of these. I was nice. I left one. There were 3. I'm getting them whenever I can because I don't know if this is something that's being discontinued. We've got some washi tape. We got some macaron and love heart washi tape. Definitely for Valentine's, but heck yeah, love macarons. They have little faces on them. And then also, I got some of these. Aren't they stinking adorable? I don't know if this is like, if I can break the sets apart or not. I hope so, but these are amazing. They're peppermint spoons, like candy peppermint cocoa stirrers, and I think these are awesome. They look so pretty, and I'm salivating looking at them. Anyway, so that is, oh, this is not from Dollar Tree, but it is birthday cards for 2 special people. So, that's man. Yeah, mostly tins. I tried to get, and I looked, there was nothing that I could see that would work. I'm sorry, Lily. So I tried to get tin containers for my ornaments. I'm pretty sure they didn't have them last year, or I didn't have those last year. I can pretty much guarantee it, because I could not find tins last year. I looked for cute presentation containers for the ornaments. Ornament adoption is this coming week. Gingerbread ornament stuff. But I could not find anything that would work appropriately. I usually go for either the little mailboxes. There were no mailboxes in stock. Saw mailboxes in stock 4 weeks ago. Whenever I got my tooth pulled. Saw them. Was not in the right mental capacity to actually realize I needed them then. But so, or I do like the flat, like pencil cases, like cookie flat tins. They're really cute. Did not see any. I saw them when I got my tooth pulled, because I ran to the Dollar Tree right after to look for chibi cases, because I knew I needed those. But I didn't see anything, so I'm sorry. I do feel really bad, but I'm happy with the tins I did get. I'm more happy that the treasure chest shaped tins are chest. They're hinged. It makes me so excited. I did make Michael's order. I've only gotten part of it in. I don't even know which part I got in. Well, let's see. scissors. Like, where are they? This is gonna be super long. Maybe it's not a super long video. Maybe it just feels like it. Packing slip should be under my name. Come on. And then I apparently just don't magically rip it off. Ugh. Packing slip. And now to try to open this. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're just gonna open. Kind of reminds me of a little funny thing that happened before Squee, or after Squee. After Squee's little drama. I'll talk about that in just a few. It's okay. He's fine. But it was not a pleasant experience. Oh my gosh. Come on. So let's see what they deem fit to make. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I ran out of silver ear hooks. Silver nickel-free ear hooks. These are... I can't say the type of metal. I want to say... I call it in my brain like rhodium. Yeah, something like that. But these are nickel-free. So, nickel-free silver ear hooks. This is gold and bronze. Oh! And black. Heck yeah. I only thought it was like 2 colors. 3 color ear hooks. And I have jump rings for each of these colors. You guys know I have gold. But I have bronze and like the black metal color jump rings. Frickin' heck yeah. Yeah. And then we got, aw, disappointment. I was hoping this was going to be a glass vial. Not glass. Plastic. But, tree glitter. Gold reindeer glitter. I was really hoping these would be glass. And white and red candy cane glitter. There's supposed to be one more glitter in that set, but maybe it's not there. Oh, it looks like these are plastic too. That's so freaking disappointing. That's it. That's it in this box. Stinking huge box. Ugh. Okay. So this is also a thing of glitter. This is not extra fine. It's small glitter. It's not extra fine. But Nico, why do you need so many glitters? Well, this was on sale. It was like $2. Why wouldn't I need glitters? And they're plastic. Well, you know what? Right now it's holding glitter. It's not a big deal. It's dumb. I mainly got it for this plastic container. I knew the outer container was plastic. But, I mean, how stinking cute is that? It's just a candy container of glitter. And it even has a flat side, so it can be just like... I love it. Anyway, these glitter... Oh, I have shades I don't have. That's nice. Ooh. That's a chocolate. That's like a hot chocolate glitter shade. Anyway, that's very nice. So, it is a little disappointing in plastic bottles. I was hoping they were glass bottles. But I'll reuse those eventually when they're emptied. So disappointed these are plastic bottles. But... I mean, it's glitter. And I did not, well, I had trees. I did not have, oh, they're different size trees. I didn't have different size trees. So, I got glitter from Michaels. There's other stuff coming. Not a lot of other stuff. Oh, and ear hooks. This is the majority of my order. Mainly for these. I needed silver ear hooks. I literally used the last of them on this jewelry adoption. There's only like 2 other bottles of glitter that I can remember ordering. And they were bottles like this. One was Snowflake and I don't know what the other one was. Anyway, that's the Michaels order. That's the majority of the Michaels order. I'm disappointed that the bottles are plastic, but at the same time, anyway, it's fine. It's good. I can use it. It's all fine. So Squee had an incident last night. While Kevin was cleaning the litter, which means Kevin was not directly looking at him, Kevin said Squee fell off the bed. I got a phone call. I was down here unpacking groceries, putting away. I got a phone call, and Kevin said to get upstairs. Squee fell off the bed, and you think he broke his arm. And I'm just like, holy shit, 19-year-old cat, my ass is upstairs so fast. Did not think I could move that fast. That didn't seem to be the case. From what Kevin said happened, he said Squee was on the end of the bed, and he must have fallen somehow, and one arm was extended with a claw inside, caught on the blanket, holding him up, but he was shaking and crying, and when I got there, he was crying very softly, very undertoned cries, but his arms were curled in, like when somebody has a seizure, like when my other cat, Ivory, had a seizure. And it was either a stroke, which I don't think, leaning more towards seizure. Mainly because of the way his body was reacting as he was coming out of it. He was drooling everywhere. But when I got to him, like, it was just undertoned crying. It wasn't like a lot of fear. He didn't know what was happening. He was out of it. Kevin was certain he broke his arm or dislocated it, and I'm just like, I don't know how to put a cat's arm back, and I don't know how to pop a cat's thing back in place. It was before 10 o'clock, because we were up early yesterday. So it was before 10 p.m. And I'm just like, we're going to have to call an emergency vet if we can't figure this out. No big deal. So the first thing I usually do when a cat or a dog is having some sort of episode to help assess them, I get them the stinkiest, nastiest, their favorite treat, because it's usually the stinkiest treat ever, and it's not that slurry, it's this. Except it was a different brand. I think it was another brand I have upstairs, and Squee frickin' loves that. He doesn't get it very often upstairs, but I put that in front of him. He did not even know it was there, and I'm just like, shit. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with this. But he's coming to, and eventually he just lurches towards it and just starts snarfing the treat. As fast as I can squeeze it out, I put it in one of their feeding bowls for wet food, and I squeezed it out. He was just going to town on it. I'm like, okay, well, that could be instinct. We saw that with Ebony in her last days after she had a fit. And for her, that was instinct, going towards the food and trying to drink it and stuff. But we watched. He kind of came out of it more. He blinked his eyes, which is a good thing, because after Ivory had his seizure, he didn't blink anymore, which really was freaky. But Squee blinked his eyes a few times. I made sure that he could close them by, like closing his eyes, which was also something that Ivory wasn't able to do. Like, his eyes were not able to close after his seizure. And then he went to get his drink. He walked himself to the litter to see where it was. Came back to us. I did an early wet food feeding. I'm sitting on the floor with him. He's shaky, but he was okay. And every once in a while, it could have been the food, it could have been gas, which is what I'm hoping it was. But it was like, he would burp. It was like a sudden movement or jerk suddenly, but it wasn't very often. I'm pretty sure it's because he snarfed food. So, Kevin, essentially, I was with Kevin, but Kevin set up camp for the rest of the evening to watch Squee. After an hour or so, Squee came back. We set up a water fountain for him. We bought him a water fountain last night before all of this happened, because he likes running water, and I don't want him to keep going up and down the stairs. That's his choice when he does. But if he has running water upstairs, my theory is he won't come downstairs 8 times a night wanting running water, because he doesn't get it that often. Because he's a butt. So we set up his fountain for him. He drank out of it right away. And then when Kevin was just sitting, like, on the end of the bed, propped up on his phone, but keeping an eye on Squee, eventually Squee climbed up on the bed, and laid down with me and fell asleep. And he fell asleep with my hand on him. He moved around till my hand was, like, on the top of his head. He moved around a little bit afterwards, so my hand was just covering his mouth and his nose. Not, like, suffocating, but it was right there cupping around his face. And he seemed better after he woke up from his nap. He did. He seemed a lot better. He was very mobile. And essentially, when Kevin and I went to sleep at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., something, Squee slept with Kevin all night. Mostly curled up by his shoulder, but eventually Kevin, like, after Squee, because Squee walks at night so much, Kevin put him on his little special place in Kevin's bed, and he slept there. He seems to be okay. He was up today getting cuddles, and as soon as Kevin abandoned the bed, Squee went in Kevin's spot where Kev sleeps, and that's where Squee sleeps. So, I mean, he's okay at the moment. It's just, I know he's 19. Seeing Kev freak out like that was really hard. It's always hard, but Squee's his baby. Squee's literally, he paid $300 to get this cat fixed. When he was a kitten. $300 for an overnight stay at this expensive vet. Known expensive vet. And to get him fixed when he was young. And holy crap. Squee is Kevin's baby. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's fine. Because Orion is my baby, and so is Centaur. But Kevin actually was really shook with the mortality that is closing in. I haven't made peace with it, because I know when Squee passes, I'm going to be freaking devastated. I'm going to be a freaking mess, and nothing's going to help it. Nothing will help it. I will be an inconsolable mess. But I think Kevin's going to get hit harder, because I'm here more with Squee. I see the age progression more on a daily basis, and I monitor it a lot more. Mainly because Kevin works full time, and it's gonna hit him hard. It hit him hard last night. He kept his shiz together while things were happening, but after I told Kevin, I got this, you need to, because he was, well, I thought it was funny, if he was spring loaded, he would have he was so tense watching this happen to his baby. Oh my goodness. So, it was hard. Emotionally, last night, after the adrenaline wore off, it was like we were both hit by freight trains. It was just a lot of adrenaline last night. And poor Kev, he even admitted today that he's not ready for it. And when it happens, he doesn't know what's going to happen. And I'm just like, well... And then, I know it's said with love, and I know it's said with the best of intentions, but Mom Carter brought up what's going to happen to Squee's body after he passes, and I just don't think it was a conversation that we needed to have right then and there today, after last night. I know the parents are worried about Squee. I couldn't handle the conversation. I'm just sitting there clutching Kevin's hand, like, make her stop. And Kevin is at least, like, glossing over the conversation, but I'm just like, I can't deal with this. Anyway, that's what happened. Squee at the moment is alright. I know, and I can say this at least, doesn't mean it's emotionally going to be okay. But when I know he's going to pass. He's going to be 20 in the spring. I know he's old. He's had a very long, loved, such a spoiled life. But we love him, and he's one of our children. And since we've decided not to have human children, that's what our pets are. They're our children. And we love them as such. And everything that's happened to Squee, he has huge... huge bill to get fixed. He's had emergency vet overnight bills. He's our most expensive cat that we have ever had. He's had surgery bills. He's had a catheter up his butt because he wasn't peeing bills. That was fun. Then he got the kitty flu because he was kept at the emergency vet and then overnight at our regular vet. Somehow he got the kitty flu and he passed it to all of our cats. So I had to bring him in because we didn't know what was wrong with him. I had to bring him in for antibiotics and decongestions, and then I had to bring him in for 2 breathing treatments. It's just, it's gonna be a thing. But you know what? It's okay, and I appreciate every minute with him. Anyway, I'm not sad right now. I just know in reality it's gonna suck. So I'm gonna make pretty things. I'm gonna work on gingerbread stuff today and packing jewelry orders. I'm trying not to dwell on terrible things because I know Kevin will, and that's when it's my time to shine. And when he freaks out and is like all doom and gloom, that's when I sparkle. And then when I'm all doom and gloom, he sparkles. That's just how we are. We try and balance each other. Unconsciously, usually. It's not, oh God, you're in a bad mood, I have to be happy today. It's just the way we react to each other. Anyway, Elflings, this is a super long video. Thank you very much. I love you. Oh, have a good week. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.